Hey my YouTube family, how are you guys doing? I hope you're all doing well. So this just landed. Booyah! QUILTER SUPERBLOCK UK 25 watt amplifier. So if you've watched my previous videos a while back, I was saying how I kind of got the bug to get another Vox-ish amplifier. So, because I used to have, a couple of them in the past, and, I really liked them, but they were kind of like a one-trick pony. So, I, eventually sold them to buy more gear, like I always do. So, and then I end up regretting it. Like, oh, why did I sell that thing? So, story of my life. So basically, I bought this little Hotone British Invasion amp. It was like a 1 pound, 5 watt, this little tiny amplifier. And the sound of it was fantastic. It was really good. But it was, it was 150 bucks and here in Canada anyway. And although very true to the Vox-ish, British tones, it's 5 watts. Like, and I kind of hate stuff that I can't really gig with. And you guys know that I'm just kind of legit cell phone mic, and that's it. So like, I'm not going through like Pro Tools or whatever, studio speakers, and nothing's mic'd in my videos. It's just raw, uncut, unedited kind of footage or whatever. It's not like I could use that little amp for anything other than just home practice. So if I'm gonna invest in some gear, I wanna be able to use it at home and out at a gig. So so when these came out, these QUILTER SUPERBLOCKs, I wanted one, but I found them a little pricey. And these are, in Canada here, just with taxes, like delivered to my door, this was about 400 bucks, just a little over $400. And, for an amp, it's not too bad, but I was just, it's a small little head and fits on a pedal board, and I'm thinking, how good can it really be? Now, some of the reviews online they're phenomenal. Like, this thing sounds absolutely amazing. Like, it's crazy. It has, like, here, I haven't even opened the box yet. So this is like you and me together. We're going to unbox this thing and we're going to, like, try it out. So, it just landed like today. So basically it has, it has your master, your reverb, your treble, mid, bass, has your limiter, has a gain. It has 3 voice settings. So it has your AC kind of top boost channel, AC normal channel, and it has like a Marshall kind of amp in there for like higher gain stuff. I'm a QUILTER guy. Like I've had 3 different QUILTER amps. I've had the QUILTER inner block, which is just a tiny thing. I've had the QUILTER 101 when it or QUILTER, what was it called? The QUILTER Tone Block 101, I think, when it first came out. Didn't like that one, sent it back. And when the QUILTER 101 Reverb came out with the individual bass, mid, treble tone stack, I got that one. Really liked that one. But then the QUILTER 202 came out. It was basically the same amp, just 200 watts of power as opposed to the 50 watts that the 101 had. So then I got that, and I still have that. And I got a QUILTER cab. I'm not advocating for QUILTER. Pat QUILTER doesn't know who I am, and I'm sure he doesn't care, just like all the other gear that I kind of share with you guys. I'm not sponsored in any way. I had some really expensive tube amps, and I found that I was always modding them, changing tubes and all this, and I realized that, my playing wasn't getting any better, right? So the better the gear was, my playing was still kind of just mediocre. And I realized, oh, it's not the amp, it's just me, right? So I got rid of some of my expensive amps and stuff. And I bought this QUILTER, and it's great. Like it's a fantastic, it's the best solid state amp that I've ever had as far as versatility goes. And I'm not knocking, like, Fender solid state amps or, you know, whatever else is out there. I just find that, you know, you turn it on and it just always works. The tone's always the same. It doesn't matter if the humidity levels are up in a room or down, or if it's cold or whatever. It's just always the same. It always delivers. Works well with pedals. So I'm kind of familiar with the Quilter stuff. The high gain stuff on a Quilter, yeah, like I can get that thing to gain. I can get it to respond just like a tube amp, but it kind of sucks. So I'm kind of really curious to see what the high gain channel on this sounds like. So some of the videos online that are demoing this thing, first of all, the players are, you know, these are probably sponsored videos and they're probably not paying for their gear. And these are like phenomenal guitar players. You guys can just YouTube it yourself and check. I'm not going to name names or anything because I didn't get their permission, and it's just out of a respect thing, right? And their videos are fantastic. But every time I watch these videos, I'm thinking like, holy smokes, like it almost sounds too good to be true, right? But there's this one guy who's clearly like a supreme, you know, guitar player. He pretty much plays tellies all the time, and he demos a lot of Quilter gear. He's got a Quilter block dock, 12-inch HD, just like mine, and he was demoing one of these, just like the one I bought. So, and the sound was just amazing. Like, it just sounded fantastic. So, you know what? We finally, now that COVID is over here in PEI and we're back open, my band had a huge gig last weekend. We played for a big crowd of 800 people. It was fantastic. We made a few bucks each at the door, and I figured I'd use that money and invested some gear that I haven't bought, in a long time. And so I decided I'd buy this. So the cool thing about this comes from Cosmo Music here in Canada. They're fantastic. The shipping was like 3 days to my door. It came from Toronto, and 30-day full return, no questions asked. So if I don't like it, it's just going back. So let's get right into this. I'll just put this down. So here's the box. I just split the tab. All right, so you just get a little information brochure here. It just shows you the amp, and there's an American version too. Like which gives you more like the Fender-esque tone. So the green one is kind of like the British, and then the black one's more, the American. So yeah, so that's pretty much all that is. You get your power supply, you get your power cable, and the amp must be in here, I'm guessing. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's tiny. Oh, look at that little amp. All right, so here it is. How do we open this up? I don't want to wreck anything in case I return it. There we go. So I want to keep all the packaging original because I'm fussy when it comes to that stuff. I hate receiving stuff that's been, messed up or not packaged properly or whatever. So I'm going to make sure I save every little bag, every little piece of tape, every little plastic plug cover. There we go. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. All right. So now that you saw what was in the box, you don't have to see me connect this stuff. You guys know how that works. So I'm going to connect this stuff to the amp. I'll set my phone so you can see the amp. And just before, I'll show you my little setup here. So I'm just going to be using my Ert guitar that's right down there. There's my Quilter block dock over there. It's about 7 or 8 feet away from my computer desk and where the amp will be. So the phone mic should be, will be pointing towards the speaker, which is what you guys want to hear, I guess. But the camera will be pointing to the Quilter, so that you can see the different settings and the different channels and see what it sounds like. So I'm going to set this up, and we will. I'll be right back. So I was just reading through the instructions quickly, and so this thing is cool in the sense that it has 2 power inputs. So this one is for the Quilter PS24 power adapter. So it gives you like kind of full power. This one, because this is a pedal board amp, you can just put this amp on your pedal board and you can plug it into just a regular 9 volt input. And and it cuts down the power. So if you want to like practice at home or whatever, but if you were like gigging with this and wanted the full 25 watts, so at 8 ohms, this thing puts out 25 watts of power, then you need the PSA 24 adapter. So I'll be plugging into here for the sound clip. And what else did I see? Oh yeah, so, and on the front panel here, I'll just show you this. So so this is like the Marshall, and this is obviously like an AC15 normal, AC15 top boost, and this is just cab simulator. So normal basically just simulates the sound of a 12-inch speaker, so which is what I'll be pretty much using. But we'll try the other ones. FR is kind of just if you were using like an HX effects or something, and you want to use that as your main sound machine. Well, that would kind of replicate that better, I guess. And then the BRT, I thought it was British, but it's short for bright. So that simulates the sound of a 10-inch speaker, like more of the British style, brighter speakers. So you can kind of play with that, and then the rest is pretty much straightforward. And then there's a cool, it's not a tube amp, but there's a standby switch here, and then power on. And I was just reading up. So the standby switch, when you hit standby, it cuts off the power to the speaker, but it gives you still power to the headphone jack, which is here, like at the back here. So headphones, and it gives you power to the XLR out. So for recording or silent recording or whatever, you could just go on standby. So pretty cool. Anyway, I don't know if it'll sound as good as even that little Hotone amp I had, but just very curious, and I really like, it's the construction. It's all metal construction, and the knobs feel really good, nice and solid, and the switches are good. Nothing's loose or rattly. Like, it's really, really well made. So anyway, US product, I guess. I don't know if they're built in the US or they're just designed in the US and built overseas, like most of the stuff that we get today. But anyway, so I thought I'd just share that. All right, I'll be right back. Hey guys, so just a little prequel to this video. I wasn't sure if I was going to post it. I just feel like my cell phone mic, I just record, plain Jane, no effects, no Pro Tools, none of that fancy stuff. And I feel my cell phone mic is not doing a good job of representing the speaker sound. So on the clips that you hear, if you're in a position to add low end, like add bass to your speakers, do that, because this little video is definitely lacking the bottom end that I heard in the room. This Quilter Superblock is unreal punchy and on all ranges of the EQ, but for some reason, I guess it's because it's a cell phone, but it's only really picking up the high end. So sorry about that. Anyway, so on to the video. Enjoy. All right, so normal channel, normal cab sim, everything at 12 o'clock. This is what we get. Wow, that is bright and punchy. Holy snap, that's cool. All right, let's just go to AC top boost. Same settings. Oh, just a little bit of grit there. And maybe a little more treble or high mids, maybe. from there, we'll go to the JMP. Whoa, there's like a huge boost in volume. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the mic there, but wow, that's like loud. Big mid boost when you go from top to JMP. So this is JMP, like the Marshall. This is top boost. And this is normal. All right, so let's just, and of course I would tweak the treble, mid, and bass, you know, just for sake of experiment, or just to share with you guys. I'm just going to leave everything at 12. Limiter as well, reverb as well. It's got a really nice reverb. I don't know if you can hear that. It's got a nice trail. Super nice reverb. I like it. All right, so let's just crank the master down a bit. Crank the gain up to, let's say, just past 3 o'clock, and we'll try this again. So the normal. Here we go. Oh, that's kind of nice. Get some nice crunch on the normal channel. That's fantastic. All right, let's try the top boost. Same thing. That is punchy. These things are punchy as heck. Oh, and again, I'm going through my Quilter block dock that has the 12-inch neodymium 300-watt speaker. Those pretty much come stock with the 12 block dock HD. So nothing, you know, modded there or anything. All right, let's try the JCM or the JCM. I keep saying JCM. It's JMP. This could be really loud. I might have to turn that down a bit. Yeah, just gonna turn it down a bit because of that boost. Extremely articulate. I don't know that this is coming through properly through my cell phone mic, but man, through the amp, it's unbelievably articulate. I am impressed. All right, let's just crank up the gain here, just because it's the Marshall, and we'll crank the bass to get that big Marshall chug. Add a little bit more, maybe mid, and leave the treble right in the middle and see what we get. Oh, whoa, we're feeding. Wow, that's crazy, guys. That's nuts. Well, so so this thing was probably just a little more than twice as much as the Hotone British Invasion, but there's really no comparison. This thing is punchy, articulate, can be as bassy as you want. 3 different voicings are pretty darn accurate to what a Vox would give you. And you know, I was just using, you know, kind of a cheap telly or whatever, and I didn't have anything planned to play. I was just kind of noodling some stuff, right? So clearly, you know, for someone who knows what they're doing and has, you know, some backing track stuff, this thing would sound fantastic. So anyway, guys, pretty excited. I'm going to experiment with this. I got a gig coming up in a week's time. I'm filling in for a friend. I'm going to definitely use this, see how it works with pedals, and maybe I'll do another video once I, you know, dial it in and see what kind of tones sound the best. But for me, I think I would use the normal channel, just with a little bit of breakup, and use, you know, my pedals and stuff for some added gain. But if you ever want to get into some real high gain stuff, you know, with the feedback and all that stuff, the JMP would probably work well. But there's quite a boost on that channel, so for me, I'm close to the amp right now, and that's not working out too well. So it's all good. For something that weighs literally probably, you know, I don't know, probably 2 pounds, it's unbelievable. Like it's pretty cool. So, you know, just throw it in your gig bag and you show up and they're like, where's your amp? It's right here. It's right in my gig bag. Like, it's, I don't know, I think it's awesome. So yeah, I think for me, this is going to be definitely a keeper, but we'll see. In live application, we'll see how loud it really gets in a room, and you know, when the drummer's pounding and stuff. So 25 watts should be all kinds for the rooms that we play in. Plus I plug into the mains, and that's what's nice about this is, you know, you just line it right out to the main system, and I still have my sound on stage, and the sound guy in the front can mix it the way you want. So pretty cool. So anyway, guys, take it easy. God bless. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what you think. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.